Tonight's dinner is spaghetti and meatballs. I know it seems really basic, but when I don't feel good, I just want comfort food. In here I have a bunch of gluten-free breadcrumbs, and I'm just going to add some vegetable stock to it to moisten it. A lot of unkosher recipes call for moistening your breadcrumbs with milk, but obviously I can't do that. And I looked in my cabinet for almond milk. I don't have any, so I just decided to use this store-bought vegetable broth. I'm going to let this sit a minute so it soaks up. The next thing that I'm going to do is use my microplane. I'm going to grate an onion. And the reason I grate it instead of chop it is because you get these super fine, tiny pieces that the kids don't notice. But also because you get this onion liquid down here. It's kind of like an onion puree, but it's also very liquidy, and that mixes so nicely into the meat. You see it? You get this like delicious onion flavor everywhere. You know what really bothers me? When people say that they're sneaking vegetables in. Why do you want to fool your kids? Why do you want them to not know that they're eating good food for them if it tastes the same as it usually does? So right here I have this nifty little scissor that cuts a lot of pieces at once. You see all the blades, and I end up with these beautiful little julienne cuts. Could you see them? So I'm cutting up some baby spinach for my kids to know that they're getting spinach in their meatballs. I want them to know that it's in there. I'm not trying to hide it from them. I'm trying to show them that you can eat healthy things that are so good for you and you could not taste them, or maybe if you do taste them, that it really doesn't bother you. I'm upfront and honest with my kids, and they know that they could trust me. My daughter has a very unique sense of taste. She hates anything remotely sweet. That's fruit and vegetables that are sweet, like carrots and red peppers, cakes, cookies, candy. Yes, candy and ice cream. She doesn't like any of that stuff. She's a very unique child. She's 12 years old, so she really is old enough to know what she likes. But they trust me that I won't feed them things that they won't like. They trust me because I built that trust with them that they can eat anything I ask them to, and 90% of the time they'll like it. Anyway, these really cool scissors. The brand is Ball. Could you see it? Like ball jars, like a mason jar. So that was a link to the scissors. I have in here a little bit over a pound of ground chicken and my moistened, look how thick it got, the moistened gluten-free breadcrumb mixture going into the bowl. I'm going to mix it with my hands because those are your best tools in the kitchen. Now I'm going to get it seasoned with a little bit of garlic powder, some Trader Joe's everyday seasoning, black pepper, paprika just to add some color to otherwise anemic looking turkey meatballs, and a little bit of kosher salt. I'm also going to add in just a little bit of avocado oil because the chicken is kind of lean. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to scoop out the meatballs with my cookie scoop, get them on a tray, and roast them. It's a little bit harder to Insta story everything I'm doing when my kids are home because I'm distracting them from their homework. So I'm in the den telling you that my meatballs are in the oven. And I followed Naomi's recipe for the laffa. It's going into the mixer now, and then I'm going to let it rise for an hour. And I'm also going to use the technique by Chaya Sari. In the mixer here I have flour, olive oil, and salt. And here I have sugar, yeast, and warm water. Get those two combined, mixed up, and let it rise for an hour or so. That actually was not just flour, it's a gluten-free flour blend. I got 23 delicious looking meatballs. Hers are gonna have oil and cinnamon, and his are gonna have tomato sauce. So here's my laffa dough. It actually looks really nice. I had to add a little bit of extra flour because it was kind of sticky. I'm going to throw it into a bowl and let it rise for an hour. So it's actually a little bit under an hour, but this dough rose beautifully, and I have to go out tonight to my daughter's school, so I'm going to get this laffa rocking and rolling. I have that cast iron skillet heating up there. It is pretty hot. I'm gonna take this dough and get it into, I think she said 6 balls because I halved the recipe. So 1, 2. So my cast iron skillet was smoking, it was so hot. I turned it down a little bit. I actually made 8 balls out of this, and I'm really not gonna roll it out because I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna kind of flatten it out here and throw it into a ungreased cast iron skillet. Yeah, okay, I lied. I'm rolling it out. It just wasn't coming out nicely when I flattened it with my hands. There's that perfectionist in me. Here we go, into the pan. I've never done this before, so wish me luck. I don't know. Let's see. Alright, let's see. A little underdone, maybe I'll flip it back over. But it held together nicely, and let's see. Alright, so I just flipped it back to get the first side a little toastier, and I'm gonna go with, like, you know how the first pancake never comes out beautiful? I'm sure it tastes good though. Alright, here we go with my next one. I'm gonna taste the first one while this guy's cooking. Oh boy. Shoot. Come on. Alright, he's gonna have some nice little bumps in him. So you know what it's like for somebody who's gluten-free to taste pita bread? It's been like almost 3 years since I tasted pita bread. This is so good. I cannot wait for hummus and for dinner tonight with the meatballs and for just anything dips. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is so good. All right, this guy's got some nice little bubbles in him that the other guy didn't get. He's got perfect color. This is the winner here. What do you think, kiddo?
About what is it supposed to be?
Like pita bread.
Yeah.
I think with the last one, what happened was it wasn't hot enough. So, look, there are those bubbles that you want. Typical laffa bubbles. I just gotta work on getting it into the pan a little better. I don't know what to do about that. So in order to keep the moisture in the bread, you're supposed to put it in a Ziploc bag right after you take it out of the pan. You can see all the moisture, all the steam build up, and keeps it nice and moist. All right, let's try this one more time. Almost perfect. We're getting there. Seriously, guys, I think I'm gonna make this once a week. It's gonna be my new Shabbat challah because everybody likes it. It's fabulous. Who needs challah when you could have this?